we are there to work constructively with them on
With
those
Scott's position now on against all export tariffs and against dollar-for-dollar response, who speaks for Canada vis-a-vis?
The federal government has continued to say clearly, as I will, that everything is on the table. But our efforts are first and foremost to make sure that tariffs don't come on Canada. It would be bad for Canada, yes, but it would also be bad for American consumers. And that's why we are continuing to make the case that rather than restrict the goods coming from Canada, the U.S. should be working even more with Canada on our energy, on our critical minerals, on the goods that they need to be able to have the economic growth that Donald Trump has promised. That is our first choice. Next, if they do move forward on tariffs, we are ready to respond in a strong way, but in a way that will be stepping up gradually with one goal, not to figure out how to manage these tariffs and live with them over the long term, but to figure out how to get them removed as quickly as possible. And on that, everything is on the table.
Tariffs that are there to change the minds of U.S. decision makers. What we have seen since last week is some of the language change to broad-based dollar-for-dollar tariffs being, counter tariffs being imposed.
Premier Scott Moe was clear Wednesday. He says he's opposed to any approach that will see the federal government impose dollar-for-dollar tariffs. This after a potential response was floated by Ottawa in response to U.S. President Donald Trump's promise to implement tariffs on Canadian goods.
Our entire focus on this, as I said, is to de-escalate the entirety of the conversation around tariffs, and to refocus on, really what I think are some of the opportunities that have been provided by the president. And I call them opportunities and we are taking him up on his comments around border security. That benefits Canadians.
But Moe's statements seem to be at odds with his previous comments about the importance of a unified approach. He says he will take a look at using any power available to negate potential export tariffs on Saskatchewan-made goods.
What we need to do, and what I will continue to do as a subnational leader, is to engage, yes, alongside our federal government, but to engage also as the province of Saskatchewan with all of any and all contacts that we have with the Trump administration, with governors, with senators, with House representatives. And as I said, I encourage those in the business community to reach out to their business colleagues south of the border.